Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Horse Lords campaign in Crusader Kings 2. So we're still focusing on seduction, but we're not actually trying to seduce anyone. Our crazy wife is in prison. Well, she's not crazy. Let's be more clear. She's possessed. She experiences frequent violent episodes. How are we doing on concubines? Yeah, it's alright. She's still 25. She's young enough to keep making babies. Do we have any other concubines we can take? Take a young one? A young lusty gal? She's in prison. I mean, we could, she's at our court after all, so she can't say no anyway, but that sounds horrible. It really does sound horrible when you say it that way. As always, my prison is filling up a little bit too much. Prisoner management, still one of those things I think they could improve in the game. I'm no longer lustful. This makes me sad. So we're still making 10 ducats a year, which is very little, actually. Maybe like a truce map mode or something, we can see who we can attack. We attack you. Yeah, we certainly could. How you doing on troops? See, 1400 doesn't seem that scary to me anymore, considering that we have 37, 36. Like, we could kill just about anybody. You know what we should probably do is, I think I did look at this before, and I was considering doing our once per lifetime invasion. We are 44. If we don't do it now, well, we're just never going to have anything to write about ourselves in the history books. Educate this child, and we'll train him in the ways of war by this Khazar brilliant strategist. Well, how many allies do you have? You have none. Very well. We will subjugate you. Once per life. Non-nomadic realms once in their lifetime. That's good enough. We'll do it. Let's at least wait till we're in position. And we do have to deal with the nasty, nasty pagan attrition in these provinces, so that's just something to consider. I'm assuming his army is going to be in there, and the supply is only 1.2k, so, like, I really want to avoid that. Why don't we just wait for him to show up? Hey, perfect. We will split in half. Send half the army in each direction and just go smash him. Keep an eye out for the remaining troops. The world is a dangerous place. Devious plots are everywhere. Rumors have reached you that people are conspiring to kill our son. It's possible that it could be an issue. Let's just send him into hiding. Yep, so there's the majority of the army, which got 20 war score. This is not your capital, but you do have tribal holdings, so it's not the same as us where we have these like non-holding holdings. They actually do have small little towns with very low fort level. So they're easy to siege, but low supply. I do not want to march into this low supply area. I think we just wait a little bit. Spread the troops out. We'll grab the army, we'll split it in half, untoggle looter on one of them, so we can loot and siege. Same thing here. And then if he moves to engage any of these armies, we'll just reinforce them. But as it is, I think we'll just siege down these three holdings. And with that first battle that we had, we'll actually end up with quite a bit of war score. And he has called in people, apparently. Chief of Bertasi. Are these just your vassals? Are you like trying to pretend like those are actual people? Yeah, they don't count. But again, he's pagan, so it makes sense. He's actually... He has to call in his vassals. They're not directly, like, they aren't required to give him troops. Makes sense, kind of. There's been a lot of people complaining about, like, my rustiness with this game. It's true. I mean, it is true. I'm rusty. I played the game in like 6 months. A lot has changed with a couple of the last patches, and I just haven't played it that much. Sorry. It didn't really appeal to me. After a successful siege, we drag Tatka. And King Simsam has declared war, the Kabar War for Alania. Okay. So one of our vassals has apparently taken it upon himself to try to expand our realm. I approve of such activities. So you just don't want to say yes, huh? This is actually totally unoccupied land, so without having an army there to occupy it. Is that worth any war score at all? Barely any. Really, it's just this one that we need. We can march here. You know, one thing that's really nice is that it's just nice not having to worry about military access. It really is a wonderful feature. Alright, sure, we'll do Horse Breeder. So I think what we'll do with this army is march it around and go after this holding. And that'll probably bump us up to 100%. We can just do it without fighting him. Because why lose people? You know, why lose anyone if we don't have to? Hey look, it's a half-brother. You know what we're gonna do? Military focus. Alright, so like, this is a song, this is an example where I feel like it's too loud. Great song, but a little bit too much. Meanwhile, we do have prisoners. Some of which are worth a lot of money, and others are worth almost nothing. We will suffer attrition if we put that whole army there. In fact, we're already suffering attrition. Not much, though. However, there is this one weird thing where there is... Holy crap, 26%. Are you serious? Jeez. Now that is something you don't see very often. There's also no Winter's map mode. Alright, 3%'s a little bit more manageable. But, yeah, there's no supply limit map mode in this game. Which is like one of those things where after you play EU4 for a long time, you're kind of like, where the hell is the supply? Why is there no supply limit map mode? Like, that would be kind of nice. That was a craven brilliant strategist. That is a very unusual combination. Every time my grandson meets a stranger, he looks like he might faint. Let's try to talk to him. See if we can straighten him out. Alright, well we are actually kind of getting close to that 90% number. We would need to have like 31,000. We're at 21-ish. Getting close. There we go, 100% without having to fight a single battle. Like, well, one easy battle, but... thank you for joining our country. So we've subjugated him. We've forced him to become part of our empire. We're still hostile to him, too. Which is kind of weird. Because we raided. I think it is. At least we have good supply now. I'm just going to continue to loot and siege him, I guess. It's so funny that we can just raid our form. He's still just pissed off. Like, as soon as the war ends, he should probably stop being pissed off. And the good news is that by expanding our borders, we also have plenty of extra territory now that we can raid. Although the supply again is very low. And the loot's not that great either. Alright, I think we move, and it's just time to move on. So, we have an actual vassal now. I wonder what the best way to deal with him would be. I mean, honestly, I think we should just probably kill him. So, you have expanded. Every now and then, we're going to have to pay attention to this and see who's getting out of control here. So, this was the Khan Simsam. Of course, this guy immediately joined a independence faction. So Khan Simsam, he's got 6 holdings now. We have 7. If I were to ask you to split your clan, first off, we have room for more possible clans. I wonder why split clan's not on here. Is it because your population is too small? So the split clan is here, and he only has 6 holdings. It's not here. I'm not crazy, right? It's really not in there. Maybe it is tied to population. Can only be used against self or the most populous clan vassal. Well, there you go. So it's based on population, not based on holdings. We've got the answer. So, I mean, Khan Simsam the Cruel and Khan Simsam of Kabar, are they all named Simsam? Let's see, which holdings do you actually have? You have these 6, and this is the guy who is expanded down this way. I really wouldn't mind making this guy weaker. Let's go ahead and ask him to do it. Let's ask him to split off this one. He's not going to be he's not going to be happy about it. Apparently this costs us 50 prestige, is that true? It says we can afford to lose it. Does that mean we actually lose it? Yeah, we did. You might want to tell me that in the actual thing, like you will lose 50. Not just that you can do it, but that you will lose prestige. Alright, that autosave's kind of getting out of control. You know, I feel like the game's pretty stable. I'm going to turn that back off. I was really worried about it at first, but it actually hasn't crashed at all. So, worst case scenario, I'll just have to start fresh in a new video, which would be annoying, but... So we have plenty of looting parties now. Why don't we actually form another one? Here, get rid of you. I'm still getting used to doing this in a different way, so I'm a lot slower than I'd like to be. Why did you have to change it on me, Paradox? Why? It would just be so much faster if I could just use B again. Alright, so now we've got 8 perfect little raiding parties. We just have to pick targets that don't really have a lot of defense. For now, let's go like 2 to there, 2 to here, 2 to here, 2 to here. Enough that they should be safe, and if we don't see any threat, then we'll spread them out a little bit further. Let's go and, you know, be horse lords. Let's gather some monies so we can continue to upgrade our holding. Now, the attrition there's not cool at all, so let's leave that one. Not to mention he does have a fairly sizable thing. Hey, and our son is continuing to increase the size of his retinue, or his mercenary company. Where's my boy at? He's got 98 whole dudes. Dude, that you keep on talking about raising the size of your thing. It's not any bigger. I don't think you know what that means. What are we doing on technology? Actually, like, click a button soon? Yeah, might be able to. I would like to probably get the cavalry upgrade, considering everything we do is on horses. We are horse lords after all. The twists and turns of his tongue and the white lies he uses to make friends is making my head spin. My grandson, you don't want to be that way. You should totally be an honest boy. Never. He says no. I refuse. I will be dishonest. You can't force me, Grandpa. Am I Grandpa? How the hell am I Grandpa? I'm 46 years old, for crying out loud. I don't feel like I should be a Grandpa. It's just not time. Forces must move on. I feel like I should move my capital, but I'm a bit nervous about moving it away from a major river. We do not want you to be arbitrary. Arbitrary is just wrong. It's a bad, bad thing. Got 500 men there. Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with these 1,000-man companies. More hunting parties? More hunting, yeah. Ooh, even more of an upgrade on our capital. That is good, you know? It's like the only province that can actually get sieged down, so having more fort level and having a larger garrison, it just seems like it'd be a good idea. Now, where this unused manpower number comes from, I really don't know. 48. I'd love to try to figure this out. Unused manpower 48. To me, it looks like more like 1,049 is the unused manpower. Is it somehow tied into like a number in here? Or is it divided by some number? We have way more than that. 1,049, not 48. A crazy game. Alright, that 1,000 stack is enough to cause some damage, so we should be a little bit cautious. Hey, we have another kid that needs an education. We can't do it ourselves. We'll continue to look for military men. This guy's Greek, though. I don't want to use a Greek man. Do I? I mean, I guess he can become Greek. Why not? What's the worst thing that could possibly happen? By the way, have we been, like, imprisoning any women? We definitely have enough children, so we don't really need to worry about that. Can we declare war on you? Oh, goodness. Attrition up here has been just really bad. There goes all of our manpower. Damn pagans. Now that was actually some pretty good loot. Alright, so like you, sir. I mean, you don't have any friends either, so... You don't want to become my vassal? Well, I'm just gonna take some of your land. Alright, let's see if we can see some of these modifiers on our horses maybe taking an effect. So if we like look at the actual thing and then look at their numbers, somewhere in here, it used to be that you could see all of the modifiers on their damage based on technology. And I don't remember where that was, but I don't see it. Is it when you're on this screen? Yes. Light cavalry attack. So automatically we have plus 30%. So the actual technology is very minor. The building is quite nice. We're actually at 39.7%. Alright, cool. Alright, well cool. I'm going to take a break here. I do look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you soon.